What is up, sports fans, and welcome back to the Roger Report. We're diving headfirst into the hottest headlines today, kicking off with a bombshell revelation from Lakers legend Dwight Howard about his long-standing beef with Shaquille O'Neal, and guess who he's blaming? Dwight Howard is opening up about his past friction with Shaquille O'Neal, and his explanation is absolutely wild, pointing the finger at a surprising source for the origin of their legendary rivalry. Get ready for the details. Then, we're talking about Shaq's incredible generosity as he steps in to help a young college wrestler, Tamara Humphries, with a life-changing gift. This isn't just about a donation. It's about a legend recognizing talent and providing the means for a young athlete to chase her dreams, proving Shaq is more than just a basketball icon. You won't believe the heartwarming story of how Shaq made a massive impact. Plus, the story behind how Dwight Howard and Shaquille O'Neal finally buried the hatchet after years of rivalry, and it all started in the most unexpected place. We're breaking down the chance encounter that led to one of the NBA's most famous feuds finally coming to an end, right before Howard's Hall of Fame induction. This is the inside scoop you've been waiting for. You won't want to miss this incredible journey through basketball's biggest stories. Stick around, hit that subscribe button, ring that notification bell, and let's get into it. Dwight Howard blames rapper for igniting Shaquille O'Neal feud. Get ready for a surprising twist in one of the NBA's most talked-about rivalries. Lakers legend Dwight Howard is finally revealing who he believes is responsible for the years of public friction between himself and Shaquille O'Neal. During his recent enshrinement into the Basketball Hall of Fame, Howard didn't hold back, sharing his perspective on the beef that stemmed from their Superman personas and continued through years of on-court and off-court jabs. Howard, now a fellow Hall of Famer alongside O'Neal, explained that while he and Shaq didn't always see eye to eye, he views it as a sibling rivalry between brothers in the basketball fraternity. But the real shocker, he explicitly blames rapper Soulja Boy for igniting the entire saga. Howard recounted how his teammates in Orlando started calling him Superman after a notable dunk and his association with Soulja Boy's hit Song and Dances, a nickname that O'Neal, who famously adopted Superman himself, apparently didn't take kindly to. Despite the past animosity, Howard emphasized that he and Shaq are on much better terms now, celebrating their shared brotherhood in basketball. The NBA community has reacted with a mix of amusement and intrigue to Howard's revelation, highlighting how a misunderstanding, amplified by pop culture, could fuel such a long-standing feud between two iconic big men. But the story of Shaq's impact doesn't end with resolving old beefs. Next up, we've got an incredible tale of generosity, as Shaquille O'Neal makes a life-changing gift to a promising young athlete. Shaquille O'Neal's remarkable gesture for a college wrestler, "I love you." A heartwarming story is making waves as former Los Angeles Lakers center Shaquille O'Neal continues to demonstrate his legendary generosity off the court. O'Neal recently surprised 18-year-old freshman wrestler Tamara Humphries, a standout at the University of Pittsburgh at Johnstown, with a gift that will profoundly impact her athletic career and life. Humphries, a highly promising wrestler on a full scholarship, faced a significant obstacle. She lacked a vehicle to consistently get to training sessions and competitions. Despite working long shifts at a local restaurant to save money, the problem persisted. It was during one of these shifts that O'Neal, known for his philanthropic spirit, made an unexpected appearance. He presented Humphries with a car, an act that not only solved her transportation issues, but also provided immense emotional support. Beyond the material gift, O'Neal offered Humphries an inspiring message. "Keep hitting people, keep listening, and keep your grades up. I love you." This personal touch, captured in a viral video, underscored his belief in her potential and character. Humphries, nicknamed the Firefly for her intensity on the mat, has a fierce competitive spirit that draws parallels to O'Neal himself. Her father noted her focused demeanor, stating, "She's pacing the sidelines of the gym, headphones on. She doesn't talk much, she's ready to go to work." Inspired by O'Neal's support and the shared Superman connection, Humphries is now motivated to achieve her dream of winning Olympic medals. This act of kindness shows Shaq's deep connection with the community. But speaking of Shaq and Dwight Howard, How did their own legendary rivalry finally come to an end? Dwight Howard recalls crazy interaction with Shaquille O'Neal that ended longtime beef between NBA legends. The NBA's most entertaining and enduring feud between Dwight Howard and Shaquille O'Neal has officially reached its conclusion, thanks to a chance encounter and a willingness to clear the air. For years, fans were captivated by the subtle jabs and Superman debates between these two dominant big men, but their rivalry has now transformed into mutual respect and even brotherhood. The pivotal moment occurred when Howard, just before his Hall of Fame induction ceremony, unexpectedly ran into O'Neal at a hookah lounge. Howard described the encounter as crazy, admitting he wasn't sure how their beef had escalated to such a point over the years. This unplanned meeting provided the perfect opportunity for a candid conversation, which Howard says significantly improved their relationship. This reconciliation culminated in O'Neal walking Howard onto the stage for his Hall of Fame induction, a gesture that stunned many and symbolized the end of an era. Howard shared that O'Neal expressed immense pride in his achievements, a sentiment that deeply moved Howard. He reflected on their shared Superman personas, noting there's enough room in the world for two, and expressed gratitude for Shaq's support. Their feud, which reportedly began around 2008 when Howard donned a Superman cape at the dunk contest, has now evolved into a supportive bond, with O'Neal even mentoring Howard's son. From ending decades-old feuds to creating new ones, the sports world is always buzzing. Get ready for the next story: a surprising twist in the Lakers' locker room and a legendary center's past beef. Dwight Howard blames rapper for igniting Shaquille O'Neal feud. Lakers legend Dwight Howard has finally shed light on the origins of his long-standing public disdain for Shaquille O'Neal, and his explanation is far from what anyone expected. While Howard and O'Neal have shared a complex relationship, marked by O'Neal's criticisms and Howard's adoption of the Superman moniker, Howard believes a popular rapper is the root cause of their friction. During his recent Basketball Hall of Fame induction, Howard stated that he and Shaq are now on much better terms, viewing their past issues as sibling rivalries. However, he pointed directly at Soulja Boy, suggesting the rapper's hit song and associated dances, which Howard embraced, inadvertently sparked the Superman connection that O'Neal felt possessive of. Howard explained on the Club Shay Shay podcast in November 2022 that his teammates in Orlando nicknamed him Superman due to his athleticism and a specific dunk, influenced by his admiration for Soulja Boy's dance moves and music. This, coupled with O'Neal's own Superman persona, created a rivalry that persisted for years, despite Howard's insistence that his inspiration wasn't a direct challenge to Shaq. While the exact extent of Soulja Boy's influence remains a topic of debate among fans, the narrative shift is significant. It highlights how pop culture and personal interpretations can fuel long-standing feuds between athletes. Regardless of the catalyst, the public seems relieved to see Howard and O'Neal on better terms, with O'Neal even walking Howard out for his Hall of Fame induction, symbolizing a truce and mutual respect. But the story of Shaq's impact doesn't end with resolving old beefs. Next up, we've got an incredible tale of generosity, as Shaquille O'Neal makes a life-changing gift to a promising young athlete. And that's a wrap on today's top stories. We heard Dwight Howard blame Soulja Boy for his beef with Shaq, saw Shaq perform an incredible act of generosity for college wrestler Tamara Humphries, and learned how Dwight Howard and Shaquille O'Neal finally ended their legendary rivalry. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the Roger Report for all your sports news, hit that notification bell so you never miss an update, leave a comment with your thoughts, and follow us on all social media platforms. We'll see you next time.